Hi there, welcome to the AI Copywriting Lab workshop. So what I'm going to be doing today is sharing with you the system that I've created for building, automating and scaling your own AI copywriting team. I'm going to be showing you how to do this inside ChatGPT and also inside Claude. So just briefly about me, if you're new to my world, my name is Kathy. Hi, I've been working in the online space for about 10 years now. I spent a good 5 years designing and building websites. So I'm kind of techie, that's my background, but I've also been a writer my whole life. And so about around 2019, I pivoted to doing copywriting and I was doing that full time. I still do it now. I still have clients. So as a trained copywriter, I developed a system that's fueled by research. So I'd use testimonials, case studies, really dig into my clients' industries, competitors, all that stuff to get the building blocks that then became the foundation of any copy that I wrote. I used this system for myself, I used it for my clients, I used it to train up my team members at the time, and it worked amazingly well. And I started teaching that system as well to clients pre-AI. A couple of years ago, though, I did hit a wall. Business was doing well, I had great clients, I was busy, but it kind of took it out of me. I've got young kids. Writing for other businesses takes a lot of creative energy. And increasingly, I just found that it was all too much. I realize now that I hit burnout and I'm actually still recovering from it. So when AI came on the scene a couple of years ago, I immediately saw the potential. And I jumped in with both feet. It was a little bit scary at the time because it's like, am I shooting myself in the foot here? Am I replacing myself? But ultimately, it was the right decision. And what I love about AI is that you can train it up to be the equivalent of a junior copywriter on your team. It's not about pressing a button and outsourcing your thinking. It's about having a system that allows all of your insights and expertise to be dialed in so that your AI copywriting team can create first drafts for you and then freeing up the time so that you can look at what is being produced with a creative and strategic mindset without getting burnt out in the process of trying to write it all from scratch. That's how I use it. That's how I help my clients set it up. And it's been working really, really well. My web design background's also come into play, my sort of technical mind. And so I've also been building custom bots. I'm not going to be going into that in great detail today, but the system I've created involves custom GPTs. And so that process of understanding how to create niche copywriting tools, combining it with the inbuilt functionality of ChatGPT and Claude gives us the best of both worlds and creates something that's truly, truly powerful. So anyway, let's get started. I'm going to flip my screen and start sharing with you exactly what it is that I'm talking about. Okay, so let's get going. Does this sound like you? So what I've found that what I'm going to share with you helps people who have these kind of things going on. So if you're drowning in social media marketing, you're creating loads of content, you might be using AI already, and you're just trying to keep up with content that feels like it disappears the moment you hit publish. You feel like you're a slave to the algorithm. So what I'm going to be showing you is how to set up the system using AI in a more efficient way than you're probably already doing, so that you don't feel like you're drowning, so that you can really batch create your content. I'm going to show you some tools for repurposing. And the brilliant thing with this system is that you can create niche copywriters that can help you write long form content to create content flywheel that then allows you to have a content ecosystem that isn't just based on social media. But writing long form content, blog posts, things like that is so time consuming. And if you're worried that if you use AI, it's not going to sound like you or it's not going to have your authority in there, which kind of defeats the object of doing it, then I think what I'm going to share will be helpful for you. Now, the other people that I help might have hired a VA or have a team who are helping them out, but they find that their VA is still doing work that AI could handle. And so you'd love them to help you with higher level tasks and be more independent so that your business can move forward more easily. And so what I'll be sharing with you is how once you build this system, you can give it access to your VA so they can do a lot of this stuff for you. You can still be involved in the process to make sure that you're happy with what's being created content-wise. And I'm going to be sharing some automations as well to show you the possibilities of connecting AI with humans and with automations to kind of stop you or your team from being a bottleneck. So just to be clear, like, I'm not about push button AI, like you just set something up, forget about it, and it goes in the background. I don't think that's the best use of it. It's about how can we integrate it into our team, into our business, into our workflows, to keep things moving forward, but still having human checkpoints along the way. Now, most people I work with, they want to serve more clients. They're ready to kind of move to the next level, to make more money, but to still have time. So AI allows us to do this finally without having to have a big budget to hire a massive team. Like, this is the shortcut. This is the breakthrough really for micro businesses to be able to show up on multiple platforms, to be able to serve more clients without having burnout or hitting that ceiling where you don't have the budget to hire freelancers to support you or to pay people to write all the content for you. So putting this system in place is really going to help if that is your ambition. Here's a high level of what we're going to be going through today. So I'm going to show you how to combine AI and systems and people into your workflows. So again, not pressing buttons and outsourcing all of our thinking and our insights, but how you can make AI part of your creative process, which means you've still got that human spark. It's still got you in there. That's, really important with your messaging and connection, but doing it in a way that doesn't kind of burn you out or make you feel like you're spending all your time creating content, because that is soul destroying. I'm going to show you how I've built niche specialist AI copywriting tools, how to keep them consistent with your brand voice and your offers. And they've all been trained to think like copywriters so that they're doing a really good job. And then we stack them as a team into the projects, as we're writing copy and content for specific offers. I'm going to show you a behind the scenes setup that grabs my ideas and files them inside my content management system, how I automate, and also how I automate the stuff that I'm happy with ChatGPT, and how I then ping it to my content management system. So this is how I make sure that things don't get lost and that I don't get kind of caught up in overwhelm, which can happen with AI because you end up with so much stuff. You can just kind of get completely overwhelmed by it all and shut down, and it sort of defeats the object. And I'm going to show you how to use this system in either ChatGPT or Claude. I use both.